Good day, students. I am Sir Gilbert N. Lahara, your teacher in Physical Education and Health 11. In today's lesson, we are going to discuss about gymnastics. But before we proceed to our lesson, let me first read our learning targets. Identify the nature and background of gymnastics. Explain the different types of gymnastics. And appreciate the importance of gymnastics in optimizing one's health. Let us start with a history of gymnastics. The word gymnastics derives from the common Greek adjective gymnos, meaning naked, by way of the related verb gymnazo, whose meaning is to train naked. The verb had this meaning because athletes in ancient times exercised and competed without clothing. It came into use in the 1570s from the Latin gymnasticus, from Greek gymnastikos, fond or skilled in bodily exercise, and from gymnasium, to exercise or train. In 1569, Girolamo Mercuriale from Forli, Italy wrote L'Arte Gymnastica, which brought together his study of the attitudes of the ancients towards diet, exercise and hygiene, and the use of natural methods for the cure of diseases. The Arte Gymnastica also explained the principles of physical therapy and is considered the first book on sports medicine. In the late 18th and early 19th century, Johann Friedrich Gatzmann and Friedrich Ludwig Jahn created exercises for boys and young men at apparatus they had designed that ultimately led to what is considered modern gymnastics. Don Francisco Amoros Iliano introduced educative gymnastics in France. Jahn promoted the use of parallel bars, rings, and high bar in international competition. In 1881, the Federation of International Gymnastics, or FIG, was founded in Liège. By the end of the 19th century, men's gymnastics competition was popular enough to be included in the first modern Olympic Games in 1896. The Federation of International Gymnastics, or FIG, is a governing body of competitive gymnastics. Its headquarters is in Lausanne, Switzerland. It was founded on July 23, 1881 in Liège, Belgium, making it the world's oldest existing international sports organization. Originally called the European Federation of Gymnastics, it had three member countries, Belgium, France, and the Netherlands, until in 1921 when non-European countries were admitted and it was renamed to its current name. From then on until the early 1950s, both national and international competitions involved a changing variety of exercises gathered under the rubric gymnastics that would seem strange to today's audiences, and that included, for example, synchronized team floor calisthenics, rope climbing, high jumping, running, and horizontal ladder. During the 1920s, women organized and participated in gymnastic events. The first women's Olympic competition was primitive, only involving synchronized calisthenics and track and field. These games were held in 1928 in Amsterdam. By 1954, Olympic Games apparatus and events for both men and women had been standardized in modern format, and uniform grading structures including a point system from 1 to 15 had been agreed upon. In 2006, a new point system for artistic gymnastics was put into play, with an A score or D score being the difficulty score, which as of 2009 is based on the top 8 high-scoring elements in a routine, excluding vault. The B score or E score is the score per execution and is given for how well the skills are performed. And now we're going to discuss about equipments for gymnastics. The first one is the steel rings. It is the two parallel rings 50 cm apart, suspended from a cable and straps and held one in each hand for a series of exercises in men's artistic gymnastics, particularly requiring stillness of the body, also called the rings. Next equipment is uneven bars. It is an apparatus in women's artistic gymnastics with a top bar 2.4 meter above the floor and lower bar 1.6 meter high, used for continuous series of grip changes, releases, new grasp, and other complex moves. The next equipment for gymnastic is high bar. It is a bar standing 2.75 meters high, used in men's artistic gymnastics. It is also called the horizontal bar. We also have parallel bars, an apparatus consisting of two wooden rails on uprights, adjustable in height and used for swinging, vaulting, and balancing exercise in men's artistic gymnastics. Pommel horse. It is a solid apparatus 115 centimeters high with the two handles or pommels on top that men in artistic gymnastics use for a series of maneuvers defined by complex hand placements and body positions while holding themselves above the apparatus. Next is plane. It is an imaginary surface where moves are performed: lateral, frontal, horizontal, or diagonal. Safety platform. It is a large, thick mat that sits on the floor at each end of the trampoline to cushion the impact if anyone falls from the apparatus. Next is vault. It is a solid apparatus similar to the pommel horse but lacking handles, and used in men's and women's artistic gymnastics for a variety of handsprings from a running approach. Beatboard. The springboard used in the men's and women's vault. Next we have ball. It is made of either rubber or synthetic material or pliable plastic, provided it possesses the same elasticity as rubber. It is from 18 to 20 cm in diameter and must have a minimum weight of 400 grams. The ball can be of any color and should rest in the gymnast's hand, not the wrist. Hoop. A hoop is an apparatus in rhythmic gymnastics and may be made of plastic or wood, provided that it retains its shape during the routine. The interior diameter is from 51 to 90 cm and the hoop must weigh a minimum of 300 grams. We also have ribbon. It is made of satin or another similar material cloth of any color and may be multicolored as well as have designs on it. The ribbon itself must be at least 35 grams or 1 ounce and 4 to 6 cm or 1.6 to 2.4 inches in width, and for senior category a minimum length of 6 meter or 20 inches, 5 meter, 16.25 inches for junior. Next we have clubs. The club is built along an internal rod providing a base on which a handle made of polyolefin plastic is wrapped, providing an airspace between it and internal rod. The airspace provides flex, cushioning impact, making the club softer on the hands. Foam ends and knobs further cushion the club. Let us now proceed to the costumes for gymnastics. First we have leotards. A leotard is a unisex skin-tight one-piece garment that covers the torso but leaves the legs free. It was made famous by the French acrobatic performer Jules Leotard in 1838 to 1870. Leotards are worn by acrobats, gymnasts, dancers, figure skaters, athletes, actors, and circus performers, both as practice garments and performance costumes. They are often worn together with ballet, skirts on top, and tights, or sometimes bike shorts as underwear. There are sleeveless, short sleeve, and long sleeve leotards. A variation is the unitard, which also covers the legs. As a casual garment, a leotard can be worn with a belt, and it can also be more commonly worn under overalls or short skirts. Other costume for gymnastics is the acro shoes. They are typically laceless, slip-on shoes with tight-fitting leather uppers that are designed to prevent the dancer's feet from shifting inside the shoes. Because of their thin, pliable leather uppers and split soles, acro shoes have excellent flexibility thus enabling dancers to attain both good dance form and acrobatic control. The sole is made of soft, composite rubber so as to provide both high traction and cushioning, and it provides excellent protection from skin abrasion as it covers the entire bottom of the foot. The next one is the foot tongs, which are slip-on, partial foot covers that protect only the ball of the foot. It is sometimes preferred over upper shoes for aesthetic reasons. Let us now discuss the strength and conditioning for gymnastics. The first one is arch-ups. These are the exact opposite of hollow body. Lie on your stomach with your arms above your head and your legs straight. Lift your arms and legs so that your stomach is the only part of your body still on the floor. Lower it to the ground and repeat. Next, we have push-ups. These are the simplest way to work your triceps, shoulders, and pectorals. A good push-up requires a straight or hollow core with a back flat and shoulders over your hands, the precise position that you'll need for a great cast on bars and swings on pommel horse. V-ups. Lie flat on the floor with your arms and legs extended, and then simultaneously lift your arms and legs, touching your toes over the midsection of your body to form a V. At the height of the V-ups, you should be balanced on your lower back. Extend back to the floor and repeat. We also have sit-ups. Lie down on the floor on your back with your knees bent or straight, and someone or something holding your legs or not. Sit up to an upright position. Now we're going to tackle about the basic skills in gymnastics. We have split. The split shape is everywhere in gymnastics. Split lips, jumps, switch lips in the middle of the back walkovers, etc. The better you can do your splits on the ground, the better you will be able to do them in the middle of skill. You should be able to do a split on your left leg, your right leg, and a middle split with your legs straight and all the way to the ground. We also have cast. Casting is the most basic bar elements, and learning how to cast well early on will help you learn so many other skills. Body composition in the cast is a hollow body shape. The hollow body shape is similar to the shape you have in a perfect handstand, other than your back is slightly rounded with your stomach full towards your spine. You will eventually be casting to the handstand, so the higher you can cast with a nice tight body position, the better. You want your legs to be together and straight, your stomach pulled in, your back rounded, and your eyes looking at the bar. Round off. A round off is just as important as a back handspring to master 4 tumblings on floor. The round off gives power just like the back handspring does to the tumbling pass. The split lift. Split lift is another skill that is required in every floor and beam routine levels 4 up to 10. To have a perfect split lift, you want to be able to do your perfect split position in the air as high as you can off the ground. You want your split to be even, also both legs should be the same distance from the ground. Handstand. Handstand is the act of supporting the body in a stable, inverted vertical position by balancing on the hands. In a basic handstand, the body is held straight with arms and legs fully extended, with hands spaced approximately shoulder width apart. Next is cartwheel. It is a sideways rotary movement of the body. It is performed by bringing the hands to the floor one at a time while the body inverts. When both hands are on the floor, the legs travel over the body and feet return to the floor at one time, ending with the performer standing upright. We also have handspring. It is an acrobatic move in which a person executes a complete revolution of the body by lunging head first from an upright position into a vertical position and then pushing off from the floor with the hands so as to leap back to an upright position. Let us now proceed with the safety rules in gymnastics. Overall, use a spotter when attempting a new routine or floor technique. This is especially important for novice gymnasts. Perform warm-up exercises such as stretches prior to the beginning and routine to prevent injury. Never attempt a routine or a floor technique that you are not trained or qualified to do. We also have trampoline. Never go under the trampoline when someone else is using it. Consistently aim towards the center of the trampoline when landing. Keep the tarp of the trampoline free and clear of anything like clothes, shoes, or other items. Make sure there is a padded safety zone around the trampoline before using. Safety aids. Use wrist straps when performing bar exercises to prevent injury and strain on the wrist joints. Wear hand protectors when performing bar or ring routines to prevent chopping or burning of the palms. Use belts with harnesses when working on ring and bar techniques to prevent slips and falls. The general rules of competition. Gymnasts are allowed to use bandages or grips on their hands. Dismounts and final landings should occur with feet firmly together in a standing position. Coaching during the routines is not allowed. Gymnasts are graded on the skill level of the routine as well as how well the movements flow. Points are also awarded or deducted for appearance, sportsmanship, and posture. Use the equipment correctly and for its intended purposes. Wear suitable, fitted clothing when performing gymnastic routines. Tie long hair away from the eyes. Be attentive to your surroundings to avoid colliding with other gymnasts during routines. Listen to and follow the coach's direction closely. Be considerate of fellow gymnasts. And that's the end of our lesson for today. I hope you learned from it. Thank you and God bless you all.